NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Giants. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. Again, it's Robinson. That's a good acceleration as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Sanders. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Dragon 60. 18 run. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Warriors. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Play fake, and here's Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And 7 at the 19-yard line.
70 ranges, 70 ranges.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterby. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Cam Scatterby, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
At the 16-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set.
Robinson with another carry. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Okay,
Third
ready?
down at 13.
Come on. Hey.
Now Sanders. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
The Falcons send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Escapes the defender. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing his dart. Finding Moore on the out route for the completion. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running left is Tracy. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. Dart going to give to Scalaboo. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, here's Scalaboo. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no win, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And bulldozing his way through. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the shotgun, Sanders. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
And they're on 37-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. On play action, here's Dart. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
You gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Cowboy 80. 70 Timberwolf.
They'll hand it to Tracy. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyrone Tracy, 44 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack. Second and 20.
Cowboy 80. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. See where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
Gay on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it won't be a pick six, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. Scatterboom. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Giants continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And that stretches the lead to 27. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's taken in. Isaiah Bond. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. Throwing, Sanders. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brandon never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we're seeing in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball. But they've brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
That's taken in by Bond. Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll start with a run by Tracy. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
44-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 76 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Ready? Cougar 19. Buffalo 18. Go.
To throw, Dart. He'll try to pick it up himself. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw now, Dart. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. James Pierce. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On the give, it's Tracy. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
19 Lion. Track 60.
Play action. Now Dart. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Boy, what an incredible way to end the half. A chance for a late 3, but instead it turns into 6 points the other direction.
And how about the team that got the 6 points going in the other direction? They were thinking, I don't know if I even want to go into the locker room at the half. Head coach going to be upset. Instead, got to feel pretty good.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead down to 20. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
But I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Right back to Tracy. Dances by him. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield, and he's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On the ground, here comes Tracy. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Cougar 19. Cougar 19. 1879. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Play action now. Dart. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready, break. Panther 6, 7 virus. Let's go now.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Sanders. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Taking on the midfield logo. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Off the bootleg, it's Dart. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Throwing, dart, over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5, pickup of 3.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Viking 18, Mustang 19. Go street. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Here's Dart. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. McGill with Scatteroo. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Ken Scatteroo, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Ready? Panther 60,
To throw now, here's Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
Final minute now in the 3rd quarter.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again, here's Sanders. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Bronco 80.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Rangers, 70.
To throw is Sanders. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Cowboy 80.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
60 Bobcats, sit down. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
On play action, here's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it, one fan base.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Walker in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
At the 32-yard line.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Go!
Here's Tracy. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
7.
A play fake, and now it's Dart. He'll try and do this himself. And he fires one, but incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now Sanders. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Sanders to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move him.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
Mustang 19. Dragon 60. Riggs. Go.
They'll go play action here with Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got it from the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. And even 40 yards.
Here we go.
On the run is Tracy. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Let's go now. Ready.
Here's the option. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown This thing is ugly.
So momentum, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. Yeah, I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Here's Sanders. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
60-6.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Second and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillendown, standing right around the midfield stripe. Was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Let's go now.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Ready. Bronco 80.
Now Sanders from the gun on 3rd down. And the man is gone. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd